Good evening, good people, and welcome to Nick and Nola's Nook. Today I wanted to talk about women in STEM. In recent years, the amount of women in STEM has steadily been declining, and as of 2017, the number of women enrolled in STEM fields was a pitiful 20.5%, with STEM classroom enrollment seemingly reflecting this. My name is Nick, spelled with 2 C's, and this is Nola. Say hi, Nola. Okay. And today we'll be taking a look at one of these classrooms and discuss women in STEM with women in STEM.
I think it's very inspiring for me as a woman because I see other people that are in these jobs that I never really would have thought of or to be in, and to see that kind of a wake-up call.
Well, I think women should be more into STEM, and not many fields in STEM, like engineering or anything within that is, like, there's not many at all. So, like, I've seen, well, movies are a good comparison, but based off real world stuff, so, like, there's not many women, and, like, if a woman goes into a classroom like that's for engineering, there'll probably be all men and just her. So I think women should keep going, and if it doesn't interest them, then I'm like, don't go into the field just because there's not enough. But like, I think women should keep going and should like go into that field if it interests them.
I don't really hear about women in STEM programs that much, so when it is like brought into a conversation, it's kind of interesting to hear that.
Well, I think it's one of those things where people don't really see themselves, well, women don't especially see themselves like in these roles, and so they don't really pursue them as much.
I think, well, that's a good fact, but I think that's because a lot of men go into it and it hasn't been opened up to women very much. Or, well, since we're in 2020, like, the times have changed and the times have passed. So, like, women are gradually going into different fields that are, like, not for women. So, they're kind of breaking that boundary, they're kind of breaking that line to open it up to everybody. So I'm not surprised, but it just needs to keep increasing.
I think due to like stereotypes, women aren't usually interested into that topic. So whenever we like get the chance to be in a program, not a lot of people have the chance to hear about it.
Yes. I'm in engineering architecture, and I did introduction to engineering and design last year. I take honors in AP math and physics classes, well, science.
Yes, I'm taking classes. I'm taking civil engineering and architecture. I'm in a club that makes like balsa wood bridges for the Billiken Beams bridge competition and SLU, and then I just did an interior design for a floor plan on the computer using Rivet. It's kind of big, but I've been in basically STEM for all my 4 years of doing engineering classes, going to clubs for engineering, and yeah, I'm trying to be a civil engineer when I grow up, so.
Mr. Phillips' CEA class.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely inspired me.
Yes, I'm not saying they have to, just like, if it interests them, even just a little bit, just keep going, see if you're keep interesting, and then, like, just have just go into it, and I think, yeah, women should be into more like STEM or anything within that, just to break the boundaries, live life how they want to, even though it's dominated by men.
I do think that it's more important because women can bring like more ideas to the table, and it's just more well-rounded if we have every gender.
Definitely advertise it more, that it's a career that women can have, and introduce it to them more, like in schools, have more opportunities for women.
Well, for starters, we could improve just like getting it out there, telling women or like children, like girls, that they can do it, and just because it's a guy-dominated job or stuff like that, that they could try, they could make it if they wanted to.
If there was more programs specifically for girls and women early on in building up, so they have a chance to get started, and then make sure that it's promoted well so they're actually hearing about it.
It should be stated that Mr. Phillips' CEA class is not the only way that you may get your start in being involved in STEM-related activities. There are numerous clubs throughout the school, including TSA, robotics, and even technical theater. Meanwhile, that's been the news, that's been the me, and this here is Nola, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.